Motel, get a bird's eye view. Hotel, get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the...
Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Space to maneuver at the 40. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And finally down at the 41-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Check. Crunch. Hey, alert.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A'Shawn Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Monday.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Shift.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. On the toss, here's Johnson. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Check 31. Hey, give me radar.
Third and long, it's Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 22, here's second and 8.
Watch in. Man left.
Now Trubisky. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Stafford. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14. First down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
A first down carry here for Johnson. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check the backer, check the backer. Hatch it.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Second and 10 at the Bears' 49-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Too low, watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Feel right, 22. Shoot, watch the shoot.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. To the right and complete to Golladay. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line.
First down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Watch the
C.J. Anderson with it. Of course, a big part of the Rams' run to the Super Bowl last year. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the Bears' 39-yard line.
50. Blue 60. Mike 58, right there. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover like that. I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Here's Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Bears, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, let's get lock in. Safe.
Now it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
I'm coming after you.
Trubisky will throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Get up! 180! Oh, you got deep? Single. Who got 17? Hey, 18.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. From the shotgun is Trubisky. His pass caught at the 4. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A gain of 2.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing is Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. 3rd down here.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford. This is Johnson. He's got it. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Bang, bang, 40 got. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He's going to air it out deep for Amendola. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Come on, boy. You learn. Don't be scared of it.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And it's 3rd down.
He goes, set. 180. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Big 20. Mike back.
Stafford now to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. For touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 94 yards as the Bears push further out in front. And he pushed it right. It's no good.
Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
22. Check 24. Watch 24. Check.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And a cutback, right sideline. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
All day, every day, any day. Shoot. 18.
Now Trubisky on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with the
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On the ground, it's Montgomery. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
42-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Alert!
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at at the 21-yard line.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Hey, Haywood.
Operating from the gun. Stafford nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Here comes Cohen. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt, and the Bears take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the side.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Devon Kennard just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Trubisky now off the bootleg. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
That's good for the Bears.
Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
He's coming. We got
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. Out left to Shaheen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know,
now Trubisky lost the football. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Blue 60! Mike 58, right there. I got it. Kill.
From the 50, Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. The 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown
Already
there.
looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Extra point good by Prater, and that will get him one closer. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Throw left side taken in by Miller. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 73 yards. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
That's it, baby. That's it. Big hit.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Trubisky going to take it on the sneak. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First down, Detroit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
49, check 49. Check 49. Tighten up.
Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
180.
It's a man. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Zebra!
2nd and 5 now. Stafford, he'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Lady!
They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Ready? Lady! Let's go, deep. Alert!
Here's Stafford. Amendola catching it left side.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check safety, check safety.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From the gun, it's Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On second down, Montgomery. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Check 43.
Third and 2. Now Trubisky. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first.
First and 10 at the 47.
Trubisky will come up here first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They go play action with Trubisky. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a third and long. Now it's Trubisky, and the pressure gets to him again. Trey Flowers has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Agnew now to return. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Lions will take over.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever made.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. He's alert. 21.
From the 40 now on second down. Stafford, rush coming, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. We got.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for him really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky, because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen.
18.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's a first down throw that's complete, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now Trubisky. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been terrific so far.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They begin the drive with Johnson. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run. Anderson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a lion that's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. Toss play. This is Anderson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. C.J. Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, a touchdown.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Trubisky, throw left side, complete. That's Burton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On the right side, this is Miller. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now it's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. Trubisky will throw. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Trubisky to throw, eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Christian Jones came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Out of the gun, Trubisky. That is caught at the 7. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Now Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Lions will take over. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
But that's not a call you see every day. A toss play inside their own 10-yard line. Takes a little bit of brass right there, and they were able to get a little bit of yardage.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Check 13. Check 13.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Elsewhere, a fourth-quarter score now from Tampa. And the Cardinals scoring again. They've got that one in cruise control. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. On 1st down, Trubisky. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. They're going to look to throw. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Let's get it.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. They'll set up a throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand.
Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go. 25. Check 23. 218. Jump.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Coming to you. Coming to you.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And he's able to get it out of there. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. On the return is Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Trey Flowers in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky, now a desperation throw deep down. And this is caught. A huge play there for Chicago. 59 yards. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Lions, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young.